Today on my Facebook and Instagram pages, or at least on the newsfeed, I was notified that a guitarist by the name of Mikio Fujioka has passed away at the age of 36. If you guys don't know who he is, he played guitar in Babymetal's backup band, or kami band, whatever you would like to call it. I'm very aware that Babymetal is not the most popular band among certain metalheads. You know, I guess because they're a bunch of kawaii Japanese girls dancing around and being cutesy while there's metal playing in the background. I don't get the idea, or the fact that it's a gimmick, other weird stuff. I happen to like them for my own personal reasons. And, I like to keep an open mind as a fan of music in general. I share everybody else's love for other bands like Obituary, Exodus, Iron Maiden, Deicide, Vital Remains, Vader, Behemoth, you name it. I can go on and on and on about my favorite metal bands that aren't Babymetal. However, I'm not a stranger to seeing a bunch of cocksuckers in the comment section, but seeing what these people are saying about Mikio's death has really decided to make me really express my opinion the best way I can about this. The most recent post I saw about concerning his death was from Metal Injection, and of course, there's like a cesspool of elitist fucks thinking that they, can write something like cruel and cold-hearted and get away with it. Yes, I'm not trying to say that people have absolutely no right to their own opinions. I'm expressing my opinions, you're expressing yours. However, I feel like talking about his death has gone too far. There's a lot of people in the comments section that's saying, oh, this isn't a big loss, oh, who cares? Or, good, I hope the rest of the band dies. Again, this isn't the first time that's like a bunch of people are going to say this on Metal Injection or whatever when they hear certain news. And I guess this is also a reason why a lot of people are afraid to get into metal, because they see a lot of people in the fan base that are like this. And I thought metal was supposed to be like this inclusive, brotherhood of outcasts. We may not always have the same opinion, but you get my points. Like I said, this isn't new. I remember earlier there was some brutally homophobic comments in a link posted by Metal Injection about Danica Rome, a transgender metal musician, winning office. And people were complaining because she's transgender, and I guess there are a lot of right-wing transphobic people in the metal community, which, I don't like right-winged people, mostly in general, with a very few exceptions. But I think calling her out because of her sexuality instead of what her intentions might be in office is completely uncalled for. Mikio was a good guitarist. If you look up his work in and out of Babymetal, at least appreciate his talents. As somebody who's been getting back into playing guitar since June of 2017, I've been trying to expand my horizons instead of like the musicians that just influenced me. See what other musicians know what to do and learn from that. So I've shared this gentleman's work and footage of it on my personal Facebook accounts because I was impressed and I wanted to share it with my other metal friends to see if they would appreciate it. And even if Babymetal is a gimmick or is, fabricated pop crap mixed with metal, or any other opinions people have about Babymetal. You gotta understand, like, the kind of recognition they got. Bands like Metallica, Lady Gaga, Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe they saw some good in that band, whether it's the cute girls or the music in general. And even bands like people in Slayer, Rob Zombie liked them. Judas Priest, I mean, Rob Halford sang with them at the AP Awards. I really liked that idea that even whether or not you like Babymetal, at least the bands, I'm sure the people in that band liked playing their instruments. How many musicians out there these days really get the chance to say they've opened for Metallica or something like that, or gotten big enough, especially in Japan, no less? I mean, it's hard now to really even post like one original song and get as big as people would most likely would be back then. So, love or hate Babymetal, this gentleman was a really good guitarist, like I said. So it was sad to see him go. My condolences to his family. And I hope anybody else, whether or not you do like Babymetal, I really, really hope that you understand that this is a loss. Not just because it's Babymetal, but because this guy actually had chops. But at least when he died, he was doing what he loves doing. And if you don't like Babymetal, listen, I get it. You don't have to like everything that's being offered in this world. There's some bands that are very well known in the metal community that I personally can't get into. But do I go out and ruin it for other people? Do I go out and tell people, like, don't listen to Pantera because I can't personally get into it? No. I'll let them like that band that I don't like or couldn't get into. Have them that bliss. Let them be happy that they're listening to something that they like. And go on. If they grow out of it and move on to something else, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. The point of music, whether it's metal, pop, rap, it's there for a reason. People use music to take out aggression, to kind of like let things go. If people see that in Babymetal, like they do with like you do with Obituary, then that's great. If you want to ruin like someone's love for Babymetal because you don't like it or you don't believe it's real metal, then you know what? You guys can really go fuck yourselves. Because I'm sick of this kind of elitist shit going on the internet, or even in person. Well, I said my points. Good day.